If today's Tuesday, welcome to Europocket News, where we will meet Leonard Orban in Madrid and talk about education. So let's go. Last week, the European Commission in Madrid celebrated a conference on the teaching of foreign languages in Europe, an event that could not be held without the presence of a new commissionary position, that of multilingualism. That position was given to Romanian Leonard Orban this January, whose past political life was directed more at his country's entry to the European Union. Now 6 months into the challenging role of juggling 23 languages, promoting effective communication, and preparing for next year's European Year of Intercultural Dialogue, the trilingual Orban was tired when I met him, but not too tired to tell me about his genuine enthusiasm for foreign languages, concern for the lack of funding in teaching foreign languages, and his apprehension for the coming year.
Sí. Europocket, ¿qué tal?
Muy bien.
If we are looking at the last barometer from 2006, the situation is that almost 50% of the EU citizens are able to speak only their mother tongue. Your first part of the question, if there are enough means to achieve this objective, the answer presently, it's of course the situation is different from one member to another state, but the answer is absolutely not. We have not enough, let's say, means to do it, and we have to make a lot of efforts. We have not enough instruments, even for the, let's say, for people who are within the educational system. Languages are more than, let's say, institutional aspects, more than ensuring translation, interpretation, and official communication. Languages are part of national identity. First of all, in 2008, we will have the European Year of Intercultural Dialogue. It's no doubt that this dialogue is more and more important in a more globalized world, with a lot of conflicts, and such kind of dialogue could prevent conflicts and also could consolidate the cooperation among different actors. And finally, the groups will come with a very concrete proposal how the multilingualism will contribute to the culture. Because finally, multilingualism is part of the culture, it's part of the national identity, and on this context, know that multilingualism could really contribute to the success of the 2008 Year of Intercultural Dialogue and also beyond.
È stato bello essere qui. J'adore les langues und deswegen habe ich viele Freunde. Desde Europocket da animo a aprender muchísimos idiomas and make the most of the European Union policies and those of the lovely Leonard Orban. Brunswick is a Danish clergyman and writer, who's often referred to as the founder of Learning for Life, or the owner of the idea that education should be available to all of us throughout life, and should include not only knowledge, but also civic responsibility, personal and cultural development. Although he is long buried, his ideas are kept alive through the Brunswick programme, that allows not only young people over 16, but our parents to take advantage of mobility or education programmes. It's part of the Lifelong Learning Programme, and grants are available to you from this year until 2013. So if you fancy more details, get them online. Scotland has been labelled the worst small country in Europe. Could all the Scottish folk please stand up and refute this statement recently released by business leaders? Out of the 10 countries in question, the Scots were slammed for their poor economic performance, low employment rates, and bad health and education systems, and advised to act fast to improve their life chances and life expectancy. Glasgow was named the worst performing city in Western Europe and told to look at places like Ireland, Iceland and Norway for examples of good performance. And finally, a few months back, we spoke about the EU's anti-fraud organisation and their controlling of the black market in Europe. Well, now corruption has come up again, but this time in relation to education. Corrupt schools, corrupt universities, what can be done? is the latest question confronting UNESCO, since they released their latest report on the education system. On top of that, the number of universities handing out false degrees has quadrupled in the last few years. According to UNESCO, over 800 universities worldwide grant false titles, and many of us are paying for a few letters after our name. Well, that's all for today, but I'll catch up with you again tomorrow in Europocket News. Bye!